Welcome to the cave, guys. Today I have got an Asus ROG Ally. I have never worked on one of these, but I found one on eBay for a reasonable price. Uh, these things can be really expensive, and for some reason on eBay, some of these systems they tend to sell more broken than they do actually working. Um, I don't quite understand that market. It seems to be a little counterintuitive, but whatever. Anyway, I got this for around I think after shipping it was around $200. So not too bad, but obviously it's got some issues. And we're going to take a look at that. So let's jump right into it. Let's get on the blue mat and see what's going on. Okay, so let's do first thing first here. Let's get a little bit of light. Does it charge? It does in fact charge. We got a charge light. 1.1 seems pretty healthy. So the listing said that this unit does not have an SSD. Not only does it have an SSD, that this side, the right side of the system, the RGB lights on this guy doesn't light up. The buttons can't really be tested, obviously, because there's no SSD. I have a little M.2 SSD that came out of a non-working Steam Deck that I think we might be able to use in this guy. But before we go trying to turn it on and whatnot, what I want to do is get it open. Now, I know it's been opened before because it's missing screws. So let's get the back off of this thing and let's take a look, because if it's been open for, I mean, obviously somebody has opened it if it doesn't have an SSD. Let's look, see what that ribbon cable looks like on this side. I'm thinking maybe somebody just didn't put it back together right. And let's give it a good visual inspection and we'll kind of go from there. And you know how we do it? That's what I'm talking about. So it's on this side of the board that they say that it's not working. Here is where the hard drive would go. Okay, already I see right here. Focus. There we go. So if you look right here, now that is a ribbon connector and there's no ribbon. And that is on the side that they said wasn't working. So I think that's a pretty big red flag. So let's unplug this battery and let's unplug some of these and see if we can kind of get to the bottom of this, because I don't want to go trying to mess with this thing and there'd be a ribbon cable floating around, or it might not even be there. But let's see what's going on with that side. That definitely does not feel right. Now, I know like Joey Does Tech and Tronics Fix and some other channels are pretty big on messing around with these ROGs, but this is the first time I've had a chance to mess with it. I've messed with some Steam Decks, a couple of MSI claws. I still have a few of the MSI claws that I need to try and repair. Is that for the, yeah, okay. Okay, so this wasn't connected at all. And I don't know where that connects to. Where do you go? Oh, okay, there it is. So that connects to here for the RGB lights. That would explain that. But I'm a little confused. I'm confused to what goes in this ribbon connector here. Because honestly, I don't see one on the other side. And I would assume, you know, that it would kind of be the same. So what are we missing here? Let me Google this real quick. And I want to find out what exactly, if we're missing a ribbon cable or something, then that's going to need to be replaced. So let me look that up real quick and I'll be right back. All right. So according to this, a connector without connection. Um, so what I've found on Reddit is, and from everywhere else, that that's not used. Some people believe maybe it's used by ACES for some type of diagnostic or something like that, maybe a place for them to connect to. I don't know. So, but apparently we're fine. I'm not missing any cables or anything like that. So that's good. That's extremely reassuring. Now, let me get under the microscope here so you can kind of see what I'm doing, because I can't really zoom with this guy. So it looks like underneath here we've got this little connector here, and it wasn't plugged in. So let me see if I can get this guy out of the way. So I kind of got to figure out how this goes in. I'm assuming it goes in like this, but I could be wrong. So it comes up through this little hole right here, connects right here. But should that be, yeah, I would assume that it goes. Assuming it would be a long way like that. Let's try that. I suppose I could always take the other side off instead of guessing, but where's the fun in that? There we go. And push that down. So now that we have that connected, this will go like this. No, it should go like this. So we need to make sure that the thumbstick here is in the right position. So like this, that should be up and down, and it is. And this ribbon cable is going to feed through that hole. No, that's not right. So it's got to go like that, just like that. And it's in there. All right. Let's pop these screws back in. Then we'll reconnect our ribbon cables. Let's plug this in. Push that bail down. Take off this little piece of tape I had holding that ribbon cable out of the way. Let's reconnect this cable. And since this is kind of sticking up a little bit, maybe we can use that tape to hold this ribbon cable down. And I'll put a little piece on this side here as well. Okay, that's a little better. Let's install a new SSD, or maybe not new, but new to this system. And according from what little bit of research I've done, apparently we don't need to do anything special when it comes to the SSD. The only thing we need to do is connect it to Wi-Fi, and ACES servers will pretty much, the system will format the SSD, and we can flash whatever we need on here through the ACES servers. So we've got our M.2. Let's connect this rumble motor back. Let's reconnect our battery. So far, so good. Let's put the back on. I'll hold off putting the screws in it for now, but let's, now that we know that nothing looks all crazy in the back, let's see if it'll power on. If we hold the volume up and the power button, that should boot us directly into the BIOS menu. Well, let's make sure we have a charged battery, huh? And we have, there it goes, fast charging kicked in. So I'm going to leave this as is, and I'm going to let the battery charge for about 10 or 15 minutes, something like that. And then we'll come back and we'll see where we're at. So I'll be right back.
2 hours later.
Okay, it's been charging for a little bit, so let's see if we can get it to boot into the BIOS. There we go. Hey. And we have our RGB lights. Now, I'm going to be doing a little bit of guesswork here as far as how to get, like, I don't even know if I can connect to the internet through the BIOS menu, but let's see what happens. Okay, that looks good. Okay, that's something. What the hell? Okay, I did say this came out of a Steam Deck, but is this logging me into my Steam account? Is that what's happening here? What on earth? Have I just created a hybrid Steam Deck by accident? What in the hell? Huh. Are you guys serious? Okay, from what I read was that if I didn't need to like format the SSD, and that if I put it into the Ally and boot it into the BIOS menu, that there was an option to format and download the Asus stuff, but I had no idea. Like this shouldn't even work. Uh, from my understanding, like the Steam OS is on a Linux based system, so I have no idea why I'm seeing the Steam logo right now. You can't make this stuff up. That is weird. Oh man. Okay. So I'm gonna leave it like this for a little while, and maybe, just maybe, this thing will boot into Steam OS. I don't think it will, but then again, I didn't think that would happen either. So uh, I'll get ready to format the SSD if need be, but I'll be right back. I'm gonna let this thing sit for a bit, and when we come back, hopefully it'll be doing something different. Okay, so here we are, and I am thoroughly confused. Now, I knew that you could put Steam OS on a ROG Ally. I've seen it done, I've heard it talked about, but I am absolutely, completely, 100% stumped here. From my understanding, I thought the ROG Ally was a Windows based PC, and that Steam is a Linux based PC. I don't really know how um, it just booted directly into Steam OS. Okay, but I mean it's fully completely working. Uh, Now, obviously, this thing come out of a non-working unit, so I don't know whose account this is, but I'll get this thing completely signed out of, and because I wouldn't want my information or anything like that floating around, because they don't know it, and that's how things happen, and you know, we're honest around here. We don't mess around like that. However, please don't hold it against me that I'm going to check out and see what kind of games they play. I can't help it. Okay, so I consider this a complete and total success. I only have two, so I've only got like two back screws. I'm going to get this thing cleaned up. But as far as the video, I think we're finished here. That was a very satisfying repair, if you can call it a repair. It was sold for parts and repair, but I think with a little bit of work, they could have gotten this thing going. But I want to thank everybody for joining me today, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope to see you guys again soon in my cave.